Hello everybody, my name is X Factor, and the Iron Horse in Battlefield 1 Beta is an absolute beast, holding up to 6 people, with the train conductor being able to kill you across the map with his secondary shot, which is an artillery shell. It is disgusting, but if you happen to kill it, it holds up to 6 people, you'll get an absolute ton of points. But be careful, the train can reach 3 different flags and wreak havoc. And I'll give you one guess as to who's about to serve up some barbecue horse. That's right, Badger was at it. You can kill the horses. They are very, very tanky. So if you're going against an enemy, you might as well shoot them off. You can grenade them, you can shoot them with small arms, you can shoot them with tanks. They actually take multiple shots with a tank primary to take down. And oh yeah, horses, they can jump. They actually automatically jump walls. When you're messing around with the cavalry, they're actually really effective. They can drop ammo, they can drop health, you can pick it up off the horseback, but they have replenishing anti-tank nades, which actually do quite a bit of damage and are sneaky. So might want to wait till the sandstorm, and horses can most certainly jump over tanks. Check that out as we were messing around in between rounds at the last recording event. So if a tank is lined up to some sort of sand dune or any sort of terrain, the horses will and can get up. It's absolutely ridiculous and quite honestly majestic as fuck, which is pretty cool to see because there's multiple times where horses jumped over horses. So again, you can mess up your own horse. It's just going to take a lot, and they actually react when you melee them. And I was trying to figure out if I could actually trample myself, because I know you're already asking this question. Can you put dynamite on a horse? No, dynamite does not stick to vehicles or horses, so there is no sort of dynamite express from horseback or vehicle. So that is something that changed in the Battlefield franchise. Wonder if they'll revert that change back as we go, because that's always been a mainstay of the Battlefield franchise. There are new weapons, there are new vehicles, including the artillery truck and the 3 elite classes. The elite classes have 5-minute spawn timers. So if somebody pops an elite class at one of the 3 flags, you kill them, it's 5 more minutes. They are quite literally walking tanks. They have health generation, they have a ton of armor, and your weapon is not going to hit as hard as you're used to. The tank hunter is more like the everything hunter. It one-bangs infantry in any body part. It does a ton of damage to planes, does a lot of damage to tanks, but you have to be prone to use it. And just like that, horse damage, not a whole lot. So sometimes you gotta glitch this on elevation, whether you're in a foxhole or something from a tank or artillery round from the train. But you gotta be careful because you are a sitting duck when using this, and bolt actions are extremely strong in Battlefield 1. So just make sure if those shots go whizzing by, you might want to move. You still could use your pistol, you still can use your other gadgets, but you really are limited in this. I was trying to work up a multiple collat with this and see if I could shoot through the train, but it just didn't happen. Probably the nastiest weapon in the game at range, and again, the flamethrower is a lot of ton of fun, along with the water-cooled LMG, which they all have their limitations. You can be trampled by horses. It's a roadkill, get the points, but it's actually funny because a lot of times you simply don't hear them coming. In the sandstorm, the horses are an absolute nightmare. That's when they're at their strongest because they can cover so much ground, including getting over walls with ease, as Jehovah just gives me the cold, hard steel. So there's an example of the best way to deal with a horse. Just shoot the rider in the head. As I get lucky here, dodging a shot and finishing up with the bayonet. Remember how I said the conductor has a secondary that's an artillery shell and has massive range? Look where Ponyline touched me up from. Couple 100 meters away. That artillery shell is really cool to use. Can't wait for you guys to see it in action. And this could be one of the coolest deaths I've had. No, that's not rewind. That's just how it happened. So it actually gave me a pretty good laugh while I was at this recording event. There's one thing more scary in Battlefield 1 than an elite class staring at you point blank range. It's a charging cavalry unit when you're missing your shots, and it usually costs you your head. But it gave me this little gem. A wonderful look at the future sexy man pose competition. How would you guys rate that one? That's pretty good, right? Another thing to keep your eye out for on my channel and some of your favorite influencers, breaking down some of the new vehicle variants available in Battlefield 1. Yes, there is the artillery truck and some smaller armored vehicles that you've already seen in this video. They are a lot of fun, but they've also brought multiple variants for light tanks, heavy tanks, and planes, all with their own pros and cons, and quite frankly, pretty unique. So there are some different choices that you can make depending on the situation you're in or the mood that you might be in. And one of the light tanks actually has a very, very heavy shell. It doesn't go very far. It has a massive lob, but it hits like an absolute truck, which is awesome to use. Another special ability of one of the light tanks is the rapid heal. It heals you for 30, allowing you to get out of disabled state and more than likely behind cover to finish up your repairs. And get your hands on the cavalry. They can drop health, drop ammo, and they can do quite a bit of damage because remember, those anti-tank grenades, they actually replenish. You start off with 2, and they replenish rather quickly. If you want to jump a wall with your horse, make sure to get it up to speed. You don't have to hit anything special. You just auto jump. And your horse can rear back. If you're standing stationary, hit spacebar, your horse will rear back, kind of like when I was beating my own horse earlier. That sounds absolutely horrible, and hopefully between the visuals and what I just said, PETA isn't triggered too hard. So if you guys enjoyed this video, some of the fun stuff, some of the different stuff that you'll be able to do, be on the lookout on my channel on the next couple days because we're going to have a lot more footage. If you guys want me to load up a ton of different raw rounds featuring different vehicles and weapons, let me know as I finally auto jump a wall and get a trample. So let me know what you guys want to see on my channel over the next couple days. As always, thanks for watching, hanging out, and we'll see you guys soon.